So here's the Relax Sauna tent, just standing up by itself. I grabbed the heater's assembly, collapsed the way it comes. Put it in. By the front. Now what I recommend you do is before you expand it, take your poles. The ones that have the black covers on top will go on top. The other ones that don't go on the bottoms. So we'll set these to the side. You have to go down to the side and you'll see a silver pin goes right on it. Silver pin goes right on it. Wiggle it to get it to the same exact alignment so it goes on. Okay? Next, take the longer ones. Put these on those. You can bend it out a little bit, but not much, but you won't have to. So put this on. Again, wiggle it a little so it goes right on. Put this on, push this out of the way, put this on. Piece of cake. Goes right on, okay? Now, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab this, lift the front cover up over it, and put this inside. See here. Okay? Good. Same on the other side. Lift. And this will bend a little. This gives a lot. This up. Pull it over so that it's right against the edge frame. All right? Okay, good. Now, we're going to just pull the two heaters apart, and the pin that's spring-loaded, when the hole lines up, and the two bars down here, when it expands, is going to lock in place. So simple. Spread. That's it. And you hear it snap. That's it. Okay, now these are right where they need to be, and everything's good. Now, I personally like to use a simple, normal folding chair. This to me is optimal for sitting with the back straight, solid surface, and this fits my body ideally. So, what could be easier? Throw it in here, put the legs to the back. Let me know when this gets complicated. Towels. I use two large, and 3 small. Well, medium, okay? So the 2 large, let me know when this gets complicated. Could start with 1, but I do 2, because there's going to be a lot of sweat dripping. Just put one right over the other like that. The chair I use has metal sides, which will get hot, but doesn't matter, the towel's covered. Okay? So that's there, very nice. Now I put another towel on the black that covers the bars, because this is where I put my feet. I'll just open it up. The instructions say put the feet on top of the heaters on the pads with the drawings of the feet. You can do that. I'm more comfortable with my feet flat in front of me here, and I just keep them so they're not touching the heaters, just a little tiny distance away, and they're not too hot. Okay, and then the next 2 towels are because, one, let's move the power supply. The power supply comes through the bottom of the zipper. The power supply will come on next, but I'll put a towel in front for when I get out so I don't drip on the floor and just, can get that tiny bit of extra. The third medium-sized towel is what's with me And while I'm sweating, I dry off and I dry off and I dry off, because then you can sweat more and detox more and detox more. Okay, now for the power supply, you have this and you have the holder. So the way to do this, you might want to put the power supply in the holder before mounting it on the bracket so you have more leverage. You grab with your hand inside the bracket and you get to move the bracket as forward as it'll go within that curve, the upright, so it's solid here. And right where that is, it's very obvious. In the middle of this is a groove. That groove is going over that pole, and the material is just there. So you just put this here, line it up, and now you can go on top and push down, wiggle it, whatever you got to do. It's never going to be piece of cake easy. It's also never going to be that challenging. And once you get it, it's simple. Wiggle, 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 and it's on. Awesome. Plug it in. Let me go plug in the other side. And what I like to do is I like to use essential oil. So I take a little flat solid plate, put a few drops of organic essential oil, lemon, eucalyptus, put it under the seat. Let me know when this gets complicated. Now, what I like to do is put a candle or two, turn the lights down, use a pair of portable, Bluetooth stereo speakers. Put them, 10 feet apart, 10 feet away, and really relaxing, like spa, like massage kind of music. And then get naked and get in. Now here's the fun part. Get in. Oh, I forgot. You got to zip it. Zipping it can be a little challenge till you get the hang of it. Make sure the cord is all the way down so it's not in the way. Grab this zipper with your index finger and thumb, and then the middle finger goes on the bottom solid thing so that you slide the zipper all the way down. Make sure the inside part of the inside zipper handle is inside. You got the outside zipper handle. You've pulled it all the way down. The tip of your middle finger is holding the base from the bottom, so you can pull that up, and then you twist it a bit. Pull down the fabric will let you go down almost to the level of the floor, and then you can easily put the left side zipper in just like you were zipping a jacket, and then once it starts, you got it. Okay, now turn on the timer, turn on the heaters. Be naked or not, depending on your situation, your preferences, your environment. Get in. Now, what I like to do, zip it all the way up, obviously. Get situated, feet in front. See, again, for me, I have my feet in front. This is how I'm most comfortable. This is what I've learned from Taoist training over decades, with the back straight, things square, flat, optimal for the Taoist Tai Chi thing of lift the back of the head, elongate the spine, and while that stays up, drop the back, drop the tailbone without this collapsing. Okay. Separate subject. So this with the feet here, optimal. Palms on the knees, really ideal for meditative kind of relaxation. Breathing practice. So, zip it up. And here's what I like to do. Zip it all the way. Close the hand openings, right? Until the heat gets really hot. At which point, in order to be able to have more benefit over more time, you have total control over the temperature. Open these up. Open them up by pulling the front part in. See how this stays wide open now? That's one heck of an air vent. That'll reduce the temperature from being too hot, so you can stay longer. Then if you want to go more like that, open the zipper a bit, let these open up, fold them down so they're not hitting your neck. And now you even get to breathe the warm air into your nose and sinuses. If you want to emphasize that, here's another approach, is close the hand pockets, hand openings, and just let the hot air come out through here into the nose. If you find, oh man, I wasn't paying attention and it got really hot, open it for a minute, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever it is, back up. You may find you more comfortable always leaving it just like this, gives you a chance to lean forward a bit more. I promise you're not going to have so much heat escape that it isn't hot, sweat, hot. In fact, this will be too hot to bear after however minutes it takes to really heat up. You'll probably want these open all the time or most of the time, because once it heats up, it's hot. And again, you can keep it like this so only a little bit of heat escapes. You can open them up so more heat escapes. Total control. And the other thing that's cool here is just switch this so that this is like this. Add more time when the timer goes down, if that's what you choose to do. I could do this for an hour, hour and a half easily, and it is the most, I mean, man, I'm telling you, between controlling the temperature just near threshold. Oh, and trust me, having the towel here and just putting it on, well, if you're going to put it on top of a heater, be very careful it's not blocking the intake from the back of the heater where the foam filter pad is, and not blocking the output on the front. I tend to keep it on my knee, or I'll probably come up with a little tiny, cardboard box to act as a table on the side to keep it on. I might also have a handkerchief or an extra, little washcloth size thing if I find that I want to clear my sinuses just from the breathing and the relaxing, helping to facilitate, blowing my nose if I'm in that kind of condition. The towel is going to be vital. You might even want 2 or 3 of these with you, because when you've really got soaked in sweat, which is going to happen really soon, it is extremely beneficial to wipe off everything quickly that you can, as much as you can easily get to without getting too carried away. And then another degree of sweat can more easily come out. And you're going to have soaked towels in no time flat. This is the coolest thing you'll ever buy. And knowing how to use it makes all the difference. Now, what do you do afterwards? Afterwards, this is what you do. You unzip it all the way to get out. Well, you get out all you want and get back in, but when you're really done, okay, this is what you're going to do. As Phil says, don't turn the timer down if it's still got time on it, because that could damage the mechanism. Just turn the heaters off. Okay? Now, so the timer will still be going. Even when it's unplugged, it's a mechanical thing. It's just spring-loaded. Ignore it. Okay? Now, here's the fun thing. Get out, be here. You probably want another third large towel here to really wipe off. Because no matter how many of these you have, they'll be soaked before you go anywhere. And now, let me show you how to collapse this thing. It is so easy when you know how. Watch this. So, I'm going to unplug it. Take this thing off of here, just wiggle it, just lift it up. Take this off of the handle, the holder, set it to the side. Move my towels. Remove the chair. Remove this towel. My essential oils. Now watch how easy this is. This is my favorite part by far. Watch this. Hold this, the left side at the bottom, so you can pull down the zipper so they separate. Okay? Now, right there at the front, smart design, right there at the front of the two bars that hold the two heaters together is the button that lock them in place. So you hold that in while you just kind of grab the left one from the outside and push it towards, carefully with your finger, but it can't really do anything. Just kind of wiggle it while you push this with your left hand from the outside, push the rounded part of the bar towards this heater, and once it starts to move, that button stays in place. Just move it a little bit. Just move it enough to get it moving. Okay, now lift this up, pull this forward, pull this over it, take it out, do the same thing here. Very easy. Okay, lift this off. Here's your double bars. Lift this off, wiggle it. Here's your double bars. Now, pull this together, lift it out. Here you are. Put it to the side. That fits. And then all I do, all right, let me show you. Remove that for a moment. Then all I do is just wrap this up. If I'm not going anywhere, just wrap the whole thing up. Throw this on here. Put the holder with it. Grab it. This fits on the floor of my closet, and I have a very tiny closet. The 4 bars goes right next to it. Piece of cake. Now, the fun part. Once you know how, this is the easiest thing in the world. My goodness, it's the easiest thing in the world. Lift it and lay it on its back. Let me make sure the camera is seeing this. All right, I'm gonna. It is laying on its back, right? Now fold in the left side while you hold the right side up. Pull the material out away so it doesn't get in the way, and this can fold. So it can go all the way down flat. Then shove the material in. Shove the material in. Now this, get it. See, this corner here is where you really want to get that left one to go all the way flat. Then this one can come over it. Okay, shove it in. See? Great. Now, lift it up this way. Grab it here. This is my favorite part. You just push with your right and pull with your left this way. And it's just going to collapse by itself. Just the weight of your hands. And just now keep going until you got like an X shape between the bottom and the top bars, of the frame. Push down. Hold it here. grab here, squeeze this, fold it over itself, like that. Was that easy enough for you? Hold it together, Velcro strap, strap it, you is done. And if you decide you want to put it in a case, this is like, this is so ridiculously easy. You'll see the kind of, I don't know what you call that shape there, okay? Fine, so you just, the case has the same shape. Come on, really? Do you need to be shown this? Of course not. That's it. Now, if you want to, you can also put the rest of it on top of that. Right in there. Just lay it flat. Put the bars. But if you don't need to go anywhere with it, you can just leave these separate and just put the thing in there or not. And this, I mean, without this, this part slides right under the bed. And then this goes in the closet. I mean, I didn't think there was a prayer in hell I'd have room for this in my place. And I do. I mean, I have a 500 square foot apartment with my office here. Okay, is this going to close? Oh my goodness, it does. Look at that. Again, though, I never put the heater in. I'm just doing this to demonstrate because I don't need to. The heater's assembly, unless I have no reason to ever take it anywhere. And if I want to, there it is. This is my entire yards ready to go. Take it with me. Just make sure I have my towels, my essential oil, plate to put it on, and a chair. And relax into it.